Hello, everybody. This is Mega Mama Almond. I am going to answer this question: what am I doing for dyslexia? Now, for me, I am still in the process of learning how to control my dyslexia. But for my son, who has had dyslexia his whole life, I'm going to show you the things that we did and how they helped and what they did to, like, what they did to help him, basically. So our first program that taught him how to read. So my son had dyslexia from the time he was born. When he was 12 months old, he had a vaccine injury that caused severe hearing loss. And so we didn't catch the dyslexia. We just thought he had hearing loss and therefore spoke at a later age. He didn't speak till he was 3.5, and then he didn't speak clearly until he was like 6. And so this is the program we used when he was 4 to like 6 or 7. And this is really cool because it has music and it has these songs that go with the phonics words and like helps you remember the phonics rules. But people with dyslexia, the English language doesn't make sense. It's not logical. So people with dyslexia are picture thinkers. So there's so many words in our English language that the words sound like this word or look like this word, and it just causes disorientation in our brains. And so a lot of people in this dyslexia Davis curriculum or correction program, they say it's not really our fault, it's the English language. We can actually learn other languages more easy than we can learn English language. So we did sing, spell, read, and write with him. That was nearly a miracle. We thought, oh, he must not be dyslexic. He's super good. He memorizes all of the phonics rules, you name it. But one day he would be able to read fluently, and then the next day he wouldn't. And we didn't understand that it wasn't that he couldn't read, it was that he was getting disoriented, and then his fight or flight was kicking in, and then he would stop. He was like, I can't, throw it off to the side, say I can't. I mean, I could tell that I was like, no, you can. But in reality, it causes a disorientation. They really cannot, and I am a different type of person. I have dyslexia based off of numbers. So it's like dyscalculia. And I get disoriented when I'm reading out loud larger words that don't make sense. So basically words that are like the or it, or maybe not it, but like put or see, or something that is doesn't necessarily have a picture. They're called trigger words. And so these trigger words trigger our brains and get us to get in our speech or our mind. And then a lot of children, they just shut down. Okay. Because I homeschool, I could let them get breaks and everything. So I couldn't catch it as much because they're not forced to sit in a permanent curriculum. The thing is that his Davison correction teacher, which he just did a month ago, which is a miracle, said that he was the fastest person that got it and went through the curriculum because I have let him learn at his own pace and his own way and didn't force him to learn the way he learns. If anybody doesn't really know, I have a whole life learning school. So like mine is life school. And I give my children a syllabus for the year, and from 3rd grade and on. And kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade are play learning. So they learn to read, write, all the numbers, the letters, phonics, everything through videos and writing and games and stuff. We don't sit down and do much of anything except 1 hour of like weather in the like calendar back there and fun things and just real random things. And it's very different for each and every child. So all my children, even my son, could read at 4. But he just could go back and forth. And really that's not normal or typical, I would say, for people with dyslexia. And that's why it kind of, we couldn't catch it. But the reason is because of that I'm dyslexic and I was teaching my kids to read like a dyslexic would. So I was just like, oh, figure out the picture and make an image in your brain and like things I didn't even understand. because I wasn't diagnosed with dyslexia until I was like 28 years old, maybe 26, somewhere in between that time. He was born already. And my other daughters all like kind of flew under the radar. And it was just this really hard thing about spelling and having to understand how to spell. So anyways, with Sing, Spell, Read, and Write, it was really good because the songs went into the brain and made a picture out of the songs and then the books. So that is why Sing, Spell, Read, and Write worked good. So now I'm going to go to... So then the next thing we did after that, which, because he still could not really read permanently until we did phonics. Now, phonics was a book. I'm wondering if I can see. This is very different than it was for me. Phonics was a book with some CDs, and then you would put the CDs in. It was like a typing program, and you would type along, and then they would learn these things, and then you would just do your handwriting in the book, and it was really awesome. Now it's like some kind of cool program that you do on the website or whatever. So anyways, this was good. This was actually what got him to fluently read. Okay, and he started doing this at like 7, and then he was good, but he couldn't spell, and he had a very hard time with writing, like writing nicely and spelling readily, and then wanting to read a book and wanting to do it. So I wanted to help him before he went out into the world if there was anything I could do. And this is what is for adults and everything. But let me backtrack, because this program right here, touch, type, reading, and spelling, he's been doing this as a teenager. And this is an adult and a kid program. And you learn to type really fast. It's like one of those old school typing. And then it goes through like the phonics rules, and boom, 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 boom. And it's really amazing. So we do this. This is $30 a month. And we do this with every single kid. And then, so that again was fine. My other kids are learning faster with that and everything. But this Davis dyslexia curriculum is the way to go. So this corrects your brain and teaches you how to stop being disoriented. So what happens with a child that is dyslexic and cannot read is that they get disoriented from trigger words like put, the, see, things that do not have pictures. Like you can see a dog in your brain. So it takes clay and this disorientation training that gets you oriented, and it doesn't heal your dyslexia, because dyslexia is a gift. We think in 3D images and models, and we can move things around in our brain. And so having dyslexia with ADHD is like a gift. It's nothing wrong with it, except we learn different. And we are like almost like savants. I'm not saying we're like amazing or great or whatever, but it's weird the way that we can get things really quick. We have pattern recognition, But again, I don't have ADHD, but people like that. And then they have external needs to help them. So like this kind of stuff, pictures with the words. And obviously my son is long past that, about 13, that was over. But anyways, these are the things that we're doing. Sorry for all the long form videos, but there's no way else to explain them. So if you have any more questions, I know I'm jumping all over the place because I'm still new to all this. Just let me know, like, comment, and subscribe. Please comment and tell me if you like these videos, what you want to change about these videos, and also ask a lot of questions. Any questions that you have for our family, let me know, and I will try to help you guys out. Thank you so much for following us. Have a great day.